spinning a few plates, I think it's fair to say, at this moment in time at the Etihad Stadium. And interesting, of course, to see that Willy Caballero took his position in between the sticks ahead of Claudio Bravo for that game. Interesting quotes from Jose Mourinho. You could say pointed quotes from the other side of Manchester to Pep Guardiola. This was in the build-up to Leicester's game against Manchester United inside the Sun on Sunday. Jose, he says here, "You can't buy the title here, Pep." Jose Mourinho admitting it is impossible to buy titles in the way Pep Guardiola could do at Bayern Munich during his time at the Bundesliga. He thinks cherry-picking in the Premier League from one rival from the other was a thing of the past. We've seen, of course, during the Premier League, Robin van Persie has gone to United from Arsenal, Michael Carrick, Dimitar Berbatov. They've all been high-profile signings. You could say from so-called rivals, but not something that's done in this day and age. But what do you think the motivation was here behind Jose's comments?
It's just simply to go and needle the old
ruffle his feathers
once. Yeah, I mean, you can't do that. I don't know. I mean, isn't this kind of what Chelsea did back when he won his first titles?
Well, that was my initial thought when I read it.
I mean, I don't.
But he says things have changed. The landscape's changed. It doesn't happen now, especially in the last 3 years since Alex retired.
Manchester United bought a player for £89 million last summer. And, they would
but not domestic, not from your domestic
that's
rivals.
true. That's true.
The thing that's changed.
So where did City buy Raheem Sterling from? Where did Chelsea buy a guy from the Premier League champions in N'Golo Kante over the summer?
City bought Stones from Everton.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. This is just silly. He just throws things out there, and you ask him. And I don't.
I think he's trying to buy some time at Manchester United, perhaps.
I think he was also making a specific point, and we can see it right on the page there, that there are certain players in the Premier League that he would like to buy. But it's no secret that they've had a big look at Harry Kane. They tried to sign Kyle Walker. He's obviously got an interest in his old player Mesut Ozil. Danny Rose has been talked about, but I think actually the interest in Rose is more from abroad than from England. But certainly Mourinho has not quite got the players, particularly in defensive positions, that he would like to have at Manchester United, and that annoys him.
Can I make a point here too?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, and I'm not having a go at this newspaper, won't even mention it, but it says, how Pep weakened Bundesliga rivals at Bayern, right?
Yeah.
And it mentions these guys he signed, okay? I'm just going to go through these very quickly. Jan Kirchhoff signed for Mainz, not a Bundesliga rival, hardly played for them. Mario Götze signed for Dortmund, yes, a Bundesliga rival, was terrible. Robert Lewandowski from Dortmund, obviously fair enough. Sebastian Rode, hardly played. Sven Ulreich is the reserve goalkeeper.
Yes.
Karl-Heinz Lappe signed from Ingolstadt, not a Bundesliga rival. I've never heard of the guy.
And
finally, Josh Kimmich was on loan at Leipzig, originally from Stuttgart. I mean, and Leipzig were in the second division when they signed him.
Yeah.
So this is, frankly, nonsense.
Okay. And with that, we'll move on. But we'll talk about Manchester United generally as a force, because we spoke about how Leicester obviously came unstuck against Jose Mourinho's side. But United, unbeaten in 15. They seem to be getting stronger. It's almost a case of maybe a little too late in terms of the title race.
I'll say this about Jose Mourinho. When he says that they've been unlucky, he's right.
So you do have some sympathy with him there.
I think this season, and I know it's weird when we give him credit. He's had both sides, but playing this he's got such a top-heavy squad in terms of attacking talent.
Yeah.
He's had to adapt himself to do something which, frankly, even though he will come out and say, "Oh no, but I broke the scoring record with Real Madrid. I am an attacking manager." No, you've never had these many attacking players together. And to your credit, you've gone out there and you've made it work. On top of that, they have been patently unlucky in a number of games. I think they should easily have another 5 or 6 points in the table and be roughly where City and Chelsea are right now.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't think they've been playing as well as City and Chelsea. I think that they've...
Sorry, City and Chelsea. I meant City and Spurs.
Sorry. To be honest, I've not been impressed with United. Whenever I've seen them this year, even though they've got all these attacking players, they've got good attacking players on the pitch, I still don't think Mourinho really trusts attacking players to go and do what they need to do. I don't think they're very good on the ball, despite the talent they've got. I don't think he's really fully integrated Paul Pogba yet. I think that they've been incredibly reliant on Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and who's certainly got them out of a lot of holes this year.
Yeah. 20 goals from him now. It's a great return at this stage.
And Zlatan's done brilliantly. He's been great to watch and great for the Premier League. overall, I think I've been pretty underwhelmed with United, and I think that even if they go and buy quite a few more defenders and defensive midfielders in the summer, which it looks like they're going to do, I'm still not that confident they'll be able to put up a serious title push next year.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's have a look at